Hey, welcome back, everybody. So, I just finished watching Carved on Hulu, and as I was looking for a picture for my thumbnail, I found out that in 2018, Carved was a short on Hulu, just like Mr. Crocker was a short on Hulu. So I'm assuming they're taking some of their shorts, maybe some of their most viewed, I don't know, and turning them into full-length feature films. So I'm going to go back and see, because I think I watched just 1 year of Hulu shorts. Don't remember what year that was. I don't even know if they do it every year for Halloween, but I'm gonna go back and check those out. Any ones that I missed, because if I did see Carved, I don't remember it. So anyway, I say, let me go ahead and check this out, see what it's about. Horror movies where you have an object that is in real life, doesn't do human type things like a killer pumpkin. It's always interesting to watch. It kind of when I thought about a killer pumpkin, I thought about Pumpkinhead from way back in the day. I forgot the story on that one. So this pumpkin is basically alive from the chemical plant that there was some kind of like accident a few years ago in this small town. It reacted to the pumpkin, and so the pumpkin basically for the whole movie is taking out anybody that was a part of the pumpkin carving contest, right? It has like a memory and everything. One of the characters, I guess, saw how it was sprouting, that it was a female pumpkin. So we got a killer female pumpkin on the loose. Now this is a horror comedy, so I would say, if I had to say, if it was a little more horror, a little more comedy, I would say more comedy. Not scary, more so just like gory, and you didn't have too many jump scares, which is good. I know for a while in horror movies, the jump scare thing was the go-to thing, like I'm gonna say the 2000s, some of the 2010s, you had that going on. But we're back to a different type of horror. So I was doing some research when I was looking up the picture, and I haven't read the article yet, but they were saying this movie pays homage to 80s horror. So as I can think of some 80s horror, you did have a lot of like inanimate objects come to life in movies in the 80s, horror movies. Like Dolls is one of my favorite horror movies from the 80s. Not the favorite, but one of my favorites. And the whole movie's about killer dolls. Okay. So in this one, we have some familiar faces. DJ Qual. I hope I'm saying it correctly. He plays I don't know, the mayor or something of the town. His boyfriend is the black dude. I don't remember anybody's name as usual. But the black dude, he was the only black guy in the whole... No, that's not true. The reporter was a black dude. But other than the reporter, the other black guy, that was his boyfriend or whatever, I think they stood out acting-wise, because to me they were really funny. And his voice, his boyfriend's voice, the black dude, I wasn't expecting him to sound like that at all. I was expecting like a deeper voice or something. The main character, it's her and her brother. Their parents died, so she's pretty much taking care of him. I don't know if she's living with grandparents or whatever. So she plays the role of someone who is like basically saving the day. For some reason, I feel like I didn't really feel that in my heart until like the last end of the movie, when they finally slaughtered the pumpkin. And then we find out later on that there's a bunch of baby pumpkins, and it was something about the baby pumpkins freaked me out. You would think a big huge killer pumpkin would, but it's something about a field of baby killer pumpkins that just made my skin crawl. I don't know what that was, but it did. Okay, so this took place in the 90s as well. If you notice a pattern in movies, a lot of times when we get to about a 30-year mark, you start to see a lot of nostalgia come up in movies. Like, for example, in the 90s, you did have a lot of movies that took place in the 60s because that was that 30-year mark. A lot of people are nostalgic about the 90s now because we're at that 30 plus year. It was 3 decades ago. So I'm starting to see, movies and shows that take place in the 90s, which for me, this is cool because in the 60s, I wasn't around. So watching something that was made in the 90s but took place in the 60s, like that's where it takes place. It's kind of like going back in time, a history thing, whereas watching something that took place in the 90s, it's me going back to being a kid, like, okay, yeah, in 94, I was in first or second grade, depending on what time of year it was, and, this was going on in my life, I was watching this cartoon, so it's fun to watch things that took place back then. But I'm also kind of like, I wouldn't even say purposely, but like unconsciously seeing mistakes like, whoa, 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 that wasn't going on back in 93 because I remember, kind of like my dad was watching a movie that took place in 1965 and they had a 1968 model car in it and he was like, what? So that's when you watch a lot of movies and TV like me, that kind of happens where you're like, okay, I remember this decade, this, that, and the third, whatever. So with this movie, you know what? I definitely feel like this is something to watch, like Halloween night, for example. Let's say you have children that are, I would say 9 and up. Maybe not for the babies, but 9 and up, because it's not too bad. Uh, it's not like a family movie, but it's not like too bad. You get what I'm saying? Like Mr. Crockett, I don't know if I would show that to kids, little kids, but this one right here. So I'm definitely going to go back and see some more of the Huluween. I have to catch up. I'm like 2 weeks behind. This month has been flying. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be November next week, y'all. So let's get ready. All right. This video's not going to be too long. Just go ahead and check Carved Out and see what you think about it. It's on Hulu, like I said. And let me know in the comments. You think it's cool? You want to rate it? Let me know. Shout out to my 83 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you can always hit that button for me. Leave a comment, like, share. Let me know what's on your mind with this, all right? Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.